Good afternoon and welcome back to KERNOW EXP. Today we're on a history walk and join us for a lovely walk down at West Cornwall. We're near the Great Wheel Owls. So how you all doing, folks? Hope you're all good. So we're going to go for a walk today and we're down here at West Cornwall near St Just, a place called Trewellard and Batalic, famous for its mining location, such as the Crowns, which we are going to go and look at later. I'm hoping we've got enough SD card and enough battery. I'm sure we have. There will be a drone flight, maybe a very short drone flight, but we've got it with us anyway. I've rung up the heliport and we've gained permission to fly down here. So we're now making our way down towards the Great Wheel Owls. There was a disaster down here many years ago where they breached some of the old workings, and some of the lads that were mining at the time were killed when they broke through the old workings that were flooded. And I think there's only just a small handful of chaps that got out, folks. So now we're going to walk towards Wheel Owls. Let's go, folks. This is quite a popular tourist destination, and if you're interested in industrial archaeology, you're going to love this one. This place is being featured on quite a few films. In recent years it was featured at Poldark, the series. The engine house here, they actually put a mock roof on it, so that's really good. Just to let you know, I actually met the cast and the crew of Poldark many years ago, before they started filming. Anyway, we've got some folks coming, folks, so we'll be back in a minute. So if you are coming down to these locations, make sure you've got wellies on. Look at this. Mind you, it's to be expected this time of year, isn't it, really, folks? You know? So, yeah. I don't know what's going on with this gimbal at the moment. It's not doing what I expect it to do, but never mind. I'll have to look into the settings. Right, so we are heading towards one of the engine houses that were featured in Poldark, the TV programme that is. I think I might have accidentally played about with the settings on this, which is not terribly good, is it, really? No, not very good. So essentially today is a walking video, folks, and I can't remember if we go down that way or no, actually, but there you go, there it is. This engine house here was reconstructed for the TV programme BBC Poldark, series Poldark. Right, so we're gonna make our way down there now, and I think what we'll have to do in a moment is get some pictures for the rest of oh, doggo. Alright, there we go. Hello, fella. You alright? Right, let's carry on our little walk today. So there she is. So this engine house is a pumping engine house, as I've said many times before. It's for removing water deep in the shaft to allow the miners to work deep underground. The other engine house, which we're going to have a look at in a moment, I believe that was a winder. And then you've got another engine house over there, which is in a advanced stage of dereliction. I'm hoping the dead cat is working, folks. Right, so this is the other part of Wheel Owls, and wow, look at the picture in right now, folks. That's amazing, isn't it? So we're heading up to the winder, I believe. Wow, I've got to take a picture of that. That's just amazing, isn't it? It's not every day we get down this part of Cornwall. Right, there we go. Got that, folks. So what you're looking at now is the west side of the engine house that's dead ahead of us, of course. So last time we came here, it's a few years ago now. Wow, look at that, folks. Wow, look at that. That is magic, isn't it? Oh, man. Right, so we're going down the donkey path at the moment, where the crews for the mine would have used to get down here. So what people don't realise is these engine houses, they were quite warm, folks, especially this time of year. Look at that. Because the engine worked on steam, you see, and we all know that steam is very hot, and the best place to be at this time of year would be the boiler house. So look at that. That's magic, isn't it? Hope you're enjoying this. So down here in a moment we've got this little donkey path which goes down to where the disaster happened many years ago, and it's just down below us down there. So right on the cliff edge right now. So if you look over there, you can see, whoops, and there's two engine houses there. That's the crowns at Batalic, and the top one was a winder and the bottom one was a pump. Now the top one, is it Queen Victoria, something like that? I can't be precise on that, folks, but it basically, there was like a railway track that went down on an incline down into the mine which is in the cliff there, and she went down on the gig with her husband at the time, and she came back out, and then not long afterwards, about a few weeks later or a few months later, the rope snapped on the winder, which is the engine house on the top there, and the men and the boys that were on the gig at the time, which is the apparatus which was on wheels, which you rid down on with all your equipment like your drill rods and your compressed air rock drill and all that jazz, and they were killed, folks. So it's quite a sad spot over there again. Right, so what we're going to do now is, hopefully you can see it all right. I think the settings have been buggered up on this. I don't know why that is, but anyway, we're going to go down to the shaft where there's a plaque down there, I believe, which is a memorial to the chaps and the young boys that were killed when they breached old workings. So this video today is probably going to be quite long, I'm afraid. We've got a couple of hours of daylight, so we're going to be here well over an hour. A lot of walking, so you might want to skip and bob through, folks, but if you like walking, then you're going to enjoy this. I know you guys can't see a lot at the moment. It's a bit difficult, isn't it, with the sunshine, but when we go back the other way, it should be a lot better, he says. Right, so we'll get to the shaft, and then we'll have a break from filming for a minute to have some refreshment and what have you. And then I've got a friend who's got some land down here. He's told me I could fly the drone, so that's good, because we all know that certain people that own this land don't like it, so I think I've got that covered, so that's good, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Now I've rung up Penzance Heliport, and they've given me the unlock code, permission basically to fly here, because it's a permission flight. So that's all good, folks. So if you are coming down here and you want to fly your drone, if you go on, what's the app called? Flight Angel or something like that. Hang on a minute, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Hang on, I've got it here. So it gives you the phone number. Right, bear with me. Drone Assist. Basically, folks, if you go on Drone Assist, you can get in direct contact with Land's End Heliport, not Heliport, Land's End Airport, basically, and it gives you a link to the number. So, right, so we are quite a way down now, so you should be able to see a bit clearer now, he said. Here we are. So there's the engine house up there, Wheel Owls, and then we're going down there, so let's go. So if you are coming here this time of year, make sure you wear shoes that are got a lot of grip, basically. Don't wear trainers. You're asking for trouble if you wear trainers, I'll tell you that now. Right, so down here there's a plaque and there's a shaft which connected into the workings that were flooded by, obviously, old workings. I think I might need to update this camera. Got the size of this piece of stone here, folks, look. See that, can you? Massive, big stone. Jeez. Right, so this is quite a sombre spot down here, so I'm going to put a £1 coin in for the honour of those men and boys that were killed down here. So I'm hoping I can get to it, because last time we were here it was a bit awkward. But we are taking our time, so it's all good. All is good. Oh yeah. Right, I think we're virtually there now. Yeah, virtually there now. So see what I mean here, look. See, there's like a sheer drop there. So if you do come here, caution. I'm not trying to preach or anything like that. It's just, you know, look, like down there, look. That's a sheer drop there. So you don't want to be falling down there. Not really. Hence why. So beyond this plaque is the shaft where the men and the boys perished when they breached the old workings at Wheel Owls. A very poignant spot, folks, indeed. Right, so I've managed to sort out the settings on the bloody camera now. So yeah, we're here at Wheel Owls, at the shaft where these chaps passed away, and that's looking down the side, and then here's looking at the side of the shaft. Whoops, don't know why it did that, but there you go, folks. So yeah, beautiful place, but you know, deadly at the same time. Right, we're gonna head out of here now, so let's go up here. So the sun's gonna blast out the camera there a minute. Right, okay, well the sun is setting, and I've got to get back over to the other side now, so anyway, I'll see you in a bit, folks. Right, so now we're walking right through down to the Crown's engine houses, and this is Wheel Owls we're at now, and as we said just a second ago, it's a bit of a sad spot, this one, really. Quite a lot of people come down just to come down here to view our industrial landscape here in Cornwall, which there is many. Bit out of breath. Phew. So I'm hoping to get a drone flight later. It all depends on we can get to this bit of land that's owned by a friend of mine. But we'll do our best. Right, so there's part of the good bit of the engine house still there, and that was a winder, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, we're not going to film walking all of this. We'll get a bit closer, and we will carry on from there. But we'll keep rolling for a moment. We'll get past this engine house here, and once we get a bit closer to those Crown's engine houses, we'll come back. So see spoil heap there, folks. Apparently that's still got a lot of ore in it. Right, let's watch where we're going. It's always a good idea to watch where you're going, isn't it? Right, okay. Yeah, so this feature, duh. This engine house was featured in Poldark, as I said earlier, and they put a roof on it and that. Actually came down and took a picture of that when they were filming a few years ago now. Alright. So there it is, folks. A beautiful Cornish engine house. Right, I'm going to come back to you when we're further down here. Okay, so we're further on now, and we're heading towards those two famous engine houses here at Metallic, and we are going to be going underground today briefly. An area called the Bunnies. I do have my torch with me. It's pretty safe, to be fair, and we'll only just go under briefly, folks, just to show you what that's all about. Now, if you're into Fred Dibnah, the steeplejack from Bolton, you might recognise that chimney. That chimney was featured in the Age of Steam series that he did when he was filming with the BBC back in the early 2000s. He was a big inspiration to me back in the early days, because I am a big steam enthusiast, in case you didn't know. And yeah, that was featured in one of his programs. So we're carrying on now, further down this path. We're not going to go down to the bottom engine house today, but we will go down to the winder, which is going to be quite interesting. And then on the way up, we'll go into the labyrinth, which is the arsenic flue, which was connected to that chimney right there. So firstly, we'll make our way down to these engine houses, which you can just see. There they are. So we're going to make our way down there now and have a look, basically. Right, so this is the original pathway, how they would have got all the equipment down, all the bob, all the cylinders, the boilers, and all the associated apparatus came up this path here, which is amazing, really. Obviously it's a bit eroded since then, as we can see, but still interesting all the same that, you know, all this technology from back over 100 years ago, they got it down here via horse and cart and pulleys and things like that. Actually, thinking about it, you see that slope just there? They might have actually lowered parts of the engine down on that. Whatever was the easiest solution, that's what they would have done. Now, if you want to see underground here, I suggest you head over to Ben O'Cam, Ben Dunstan. He's explored underground here quite extensively, amongst other YouTubers that we know. So this is the most updated video I've done of this particular site, because I haven't filmed down here probably for 10 years. It's got to be 10 years. We actually camped. You see the bottom engine house down there? Another chap that I used to know, we camped down there in a storm, folks. Fucking mad. Off your head. I wouldn't do that again. No way. And the sea was actually coming up over the tent, folks. It was diabolical. I'd never do anything like that again. No way. Well, I hope the mic is doing its job, because it is quite blowy here, as you may be able to pick up. So we are nearly there now. There's a lot of things down here which I don't know about, folks. You know, I know a fair bit, most than like the average Joe Blogs that come down from up country sort of thing. I know more than people like that, but there is bits that I don't know about, which not many people know about, to be fair. But I do have a carbide lamp at home, which is the very old style lamp that the miners would have used when this was operational, and it's from down this way, and it's got I got carbide with it and all, folks. So we need to actually get that going at some stage in the future, to have a look, do a bit of time slip. That'll be good, wouldn't it? So we got some kind of remains here. I don't really know what that could be. It could be a storage shed, could be anything like that. All right. So on a good day, not with this camera, but on a good day, you can actually see the Isles of Scilly from here, and sometimes you can hear the foghorn from Longships, which is the lighthouse at Land's End. Right, so we're not far from where we need to be. So yeah, all good. All is good. So there you go, look. Danger, mine shaft. Pretty obvious really, isn't it? Look, if you look over there, look. That's wheel hazard, that is. You can see why it's called hazard, can you, folks, eh? Bloody hell. I'm not going to put any of my stickers down here, because the people that own the site are a bit up themselves, so you know, we'll not bother to do that here. But yeah. Right, so we're making our way to the top engine house, which is the WIM winder. WIM is Cornish for winding engine. And I can feel a slight dampness in the air, so I'm hoping we can get there before it umps it down. Let's hope so, eh? Possibly some kind of construction there at one time in the past. A little shed or something. Now the chimney for this engine house here is actually, it was a flue. You can just make out part of it, just there, and it went right up to the top of the cliff. So quite a bit of draft on that one, I'd say. You know, so we've got like a work area here where there was probably a tin shed or what have you. We've got a rampart there, so it does look like there was some kind of shed right here at some stage in the past. Right, I think what we need to do now is get down to the engine house and have a little looky before the weather goes tits up, because it's not very good here at the moment. It's quite windy and I can feel a slight dampness in the air. I'm not moaning or anything, folks. I think later on we'll just go up there briefly, just have a little look, because it would be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? You know. So yeah, this is the Crowns at Batalic. Famous engine houses. As we're leaving, we'll take. Actually, no, I'll do those on when we finish. Actually, get some pictures, because not every day we come down here, as we've said a second ago. Right, if you are coming down here, if you're not very good on your feet, then I wouldn't do it if I were you, because we'll just look for a start. Look, see the path? It's a bit Heath Robinson job, isn't it? Eh? Right. Okay, so there we are. We'll get a bit closer, shall we? Well, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm pretty sure we can get a drone flight at the end of this. Right, so they fenced that off ages back because there was a collapse down there. I actually seen the collapse, so we know that's true and what have you. Right, so here we are, folks. This is the winding engine at the Crowns at Batalic, and if you want to see an engine like this, then there's Levant, which is just round the corner, and they do actually steam it. It would have been like virtually identical to this engine here. You can see that's where the cylinder was, folks, and the bob would have been totally enclosed inside the top here. So it's a very small engine house, very unique, and there is one over at Levant which does actually work, which is owned by them people. Say no more. Right, let's get a little closer here. I just want to show you where, because there was a bit of subsidence in the cliff here a couple of years ago. So I don't know if we can see it now or no, but right, I'll try and point it out to you. Just up there, there is some erosion that blocks the path. You can see there's a path there. You can't really see it very clear, but it's been blocked by the cliff that collapsed there. Now, I've actually been over to there ages back now, and obviously you can't really get over there now. It's just safety reasons, really, you know. But yeah, right. Let's get out of here, shall we? Because we've still got a lot more to see, folks. So I'm gonna call it now. We're going to take some pictures here. It's not every day we come down here, I must admit. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video so far. And if you are enjoying this historical look at the crowns at Batalic, which is right behind me, look, way hey, then smash the like button. And if you're new, please subscribe. We're close to 2,000 subs now, which is a bit of a milestone for us because we don't really get out of Cornwall, do we, folks? You know. But yeah, so I'd like to thank every single one of you for subscribing, and the people that have bought us a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee and the PayPal donations. We thank you for that. It's not all about money, folks. This channel is all about documenting history and Cornwall, and this is what we're truly about. We've got a ton of locations coming up this year. We've got, with the crew coming up now, I'm not going to say too much about it, but we've got an epic, I mean bloody epic underground explore coming up. It's going to be something else, folks. So within the next 2-3 weeks, we are going to go and do that. I've got to buy Chris and Sophie and David some waders because I've already got some. We've got our hard hats and all the kit that we need, basically. So yeah, if you are looking at doing underground stuff, please, please, please get yourself a hard hat. I've said this to a lot of other YouTubers that do underground things, which they don't wear a hard hat, folks. So please, please don't do it unless you've got the right kit, and just let us lot do it, because we know what we're doing. We've got gas detectors and everything, folks. So anyway, see you when we get up the top. Right, welcome back. As you can probably see, I've got a bit of a sweat on, folks. We've just walked up from those engine houses down there, the crowns. So now we're going to go and look at the calciner and then the labyrinth. I'll explain a bit about that as we get towards it. So it's 5 o'clock now, so we ain't got much daylight left. I'm going to have to be riding back in the dark, I think. But I think this video is going to be a good one. So we've got remains of a buddle here. That's where they would have separated the ore from the waste material. And then up here we've got a calciner which would have roasted the ore to get the arsenic out, basically. So we'll just dance over this because we've talked about calciners before. There's quite a few up where we live. Whew. Getting a bit pooped now. I should sleep well tonight, all this fresh air. So originally this would have been steam engine powered, but later on it was probably they used electric motor. So originally there would have been a wheel in there with a cog, which you can see the foundations of where the cog was right here. And if you look above, you can see where the hole is, and that's where the grinders would have been up above, folks. Oh, getting a bit knackered now. Right, so we've got to go up these steps. Let's go. Oh. I shall have to have a shower tonight. A bit sweaty. Right, okay. Here we go. Right, we'll just briefly talk about this construction over here. This was put in the later part of the workings of the mine. I've seen pictures of this shed in situ. It was massive, folks. And they would have had buddles there. Basically to aid with the separating of the ore. Now at the back there's foundations there, and I think, no I don't think, I know what they are. They are Californian stamps, and basically they were like a set of hammers. I think we'll get a bit closer actually. A set of hammers which pulverized the ore that was got out of the ground here at Batalic into a sand. And it's quite distinctive that they are California stamps, because where I grew up to at Todpole near St Day, near Redroof, there's a big set of California stamps. Now, these pretty much do look identical in a lot of ways. So yeah, there was a massive timber framing here that the stamps went in first and then the building went in after. Right, let's get to the labyrinth now. Can we actually go up this way? No, I think we'll go down that way actually. Bit of walking. Oh dear, getting a bit pooped now. I think that building there was put in 1901, something like that. It's got to be around that kind of time, folks, when that was put in. I have seen pictures of it, so I know what I'm talking about. Right, this is the labyrinth right here. Hey, let's get over the mud. Right, let's go up through the labyrinth. Now, obviously when this was working, there's no way you would have walked through here because you'd be covered in smoke and arsenic fumes, folks. Now, arsenic is a byproduct of mining, and they only found that out, you know, later on when they were developing it all, that they found this white powder which clung to the side of likes of these walls, and they found out that it was arsenic. Now, arsenic has been used quite a few times in different things. Now, obviously a lot of people will say that arsenic's poisonous, which it is poisonous, but it can be used in many, many different things. We're not going to go through all the labyrinth, I'm afraid, but we will go through part of it. So this is our first underground pit right here, as we can see. So there's a labyrinth like this up at St. Day, but this one is pretty good condition because the one up near St. Day, the roof is pretty much all gone, folks. So yeah, anyway, let's crouch down. Is there any spiders? I don't like spiders. I don't know. Right. And down again, down in the deep tunnel. Deep. Oh, oh, oh. Right, I think that's enough, folks. I'm getting a bit headlight now. So, the tunnel, obviously it would have zigzagged through all of here, and then it would have went up and over, and then down the other side, and then down and out to the chimney. And that chimney is well over 50 metres, I'd say. Probably 60 metres has got to be. It's got to be, folks. Right, let's move on. Hope you're enjoying the video. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new, please subscribe. It really does help. And of course, if you would like to help my channel, because we don't make a tremendous amount on YouTube. I'm not begging, but I'm just saying, if anyone wants to give us a donation, then they can buy us a coffee. There is a buy me a coffee link there, and every penny that we get goes towards the channel, folks. Whether it's equipment, petrol, biscuits, coffee, it all get used for the channel. So there's another shed that would have been here. As you can see, these round things, they look like flying saucers. They're not. They're called buddles, and they're for the processing of the ore, i.e. removing the waste material. It would have been a series of brushes, and it would have brushed around. If you want to see a set of buddles, then there's a museum near to where we're from called King Edward Mine, and they do have a California stamps which does actually run. like what would have been right there, because that was the California stamps. Right, we need to get out of here now. This probably was compressed air generating room. Would have been quite an ornate building back in the day. You can see the beautiful window there, which would have had like those church style windows that you see quite a bit, you know. But it's just good to see that that is still there. Now this would have been a very ornate building, folks. Very, very ornate. And as we can see, if we look carefully, they actually took the time. Now, not everyone noticed this, but look at this, folks. Look, can you see these lines? This was probably, look, blue paint. I was just about to say this was probably painted, and look, it's still there. That is amazing, isn't it? A little bit of archaeology there. So that was probably your steam engine, which then was connected to a big compressor, which would have piped down into the mines here at Batalic. And they would have used their compressed air rock drills with that, and they would have actually pumped water down to keep the dust down, because that is another factor as well, folks. Right, so we're coming to the end of this video now, but there is one little extra bit I'm going to do, and that is we're going to go and have a look at the Bunnies, which is a very, very, very old mine workings. I'm not going to show you where that is, because we don't want people going there hurting themselves. Anyway, we'll see you when we're underground. See you in a bit. Right, welcome back. So this is the Bunnies. Now you're probably wondering, why the hell is it called the Bunnies? Well, I'll show you in a moment, folks. It's basically like a rabbit warren with old adit systems that go off in all direction. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell is an adit? Now an adit is a tunnel. And years ago, when they started mining, they basically did a coffin level. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell is a coffin level? It's basically chiseling out as much material as it takes for someone to pass, basically, to pass through underground. Now, there's been lots of documented coffin levels all over the UK. So we're going to go in briefly, folks. We're not going to be in here for any length of time, because for various reasons, but I'm sure you'll enjoy this anyway. We've got our hard hat and we've got our torch, so we're all good. And yeah, let's go in. Right, so first of all, we can see that this is massive. It's vast. It is vast. So we'll just make our way across now, just briefly. And we've got our torch on. So we've got a level over there, and we've got quite a bit. There we go, looking down there now. There you go. So let's just briefly have a little look here, folks. The last time I was here with my mate James, and that was quite a while ago. So it looks like, oh yeah, it's been chiseled. We've got our workings in there. Look, we went in there before, I believe. Got another chamber in there. And we've got another chamber here which goes off. Don't know how far that goes in, but we're not going in there today, unfortunately. So we've got another chamber that would have been over there, and then we've got another chamber there. So I think we will go in here briefly, just briefly. So lots of broken stone and what have you. So we're in another cavern though, folks, so look at this. Look at this, there you go. That's looking outside again. And we've got another chamber down there. I've been down there with James before. And then we've got another massive chamber over there. So we'll just get over there a minute, because we don't want to fall over or anything. Not really. So you've got another bit there. And you've got another bit of working which goes off over there, folks. Look at that. So this is why it's called the bunnies, basically, because it's like a rabbit warren. And it goes off in all directions. So we'll have to bring the crew down here, because I just don't think I should go very far, because it's only me today. And that's the number one rule. You don't do it by yourself. Right. Let's get out of here. Oh, you got another working down there, look. Can you see that down there? So you've got another bit down there, which goes off. So it's amazing, isn't it? You know. We've got another bit up there, which goes off. And also, if we just get over here a moment, we've got another one in there as well. So it's just amazing, isn't it? So you can see why they call this the bunnies, because it's just vast and it goes off in all directions. I don't think we'll ever get to the bottom of that one, folks. Right, so we'll make our way out now. We'll have a look around the corner a moment, because there is a little bit extra bit there which we never looked in last time. So there it is, there it is. So let's have a little look there, shall we? So yeah, it's another bit. I don't think many people look at this one. Just watching where I'm stepping at the moment. So there we are, look folks, we've got another bit here. So, bloody hell, that goes off a well of a way. Let's get the torch back out a moment. Let's just give it a bit of illumination, shall we? Boom. Wow, look at that. So that goes up to some old man's workings over there. Flipping heck. So these are known as old man's workings, folks, because these go back a hell of a way. So we got another open bit there. We've got more up there, look. Bloody hell, I didn't even know that was there. We got another bit over there, look. So you can see why now they call it the bunnies, as we were saying, because it's just bloody vast, isn't it? It's vast. So yeah. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of today's video. So I do hope you enjoyed it. We've given you a nice look around Metallic, the Crown's engine houses, from all aspects today. We've been up and above and beyond. Right, can we get up this bit here without falling over? Probably. There we go, we're up. So, yeah, the bunnies. What do you reckon? Like that? Hope you did. Right, I'm feeling absolutely shagged now, which is Cornish term for knackered, worn out. Right, this is definitely the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, folks, and we've got some epic stuff coming, I tell you. You're going to love it. So this week, me and Mrs. KERNOW will be out probably Thursday or Friday. Me and David are out Wednesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm having a day off, folks. So I've got to recharge all the kit. And it's going to take me ages to get this one on YouTube. So I'd just like to thank you for watching, and thank you to all the new subscribers, and I shall see you later in the week. So from me at the bunnies, I bid you farewell. See you later in the week, folks. Cheers, God.
is ours tonight. It whispers in mirror song. Dream on, dream on. To me.